Asha's Mums by Rosamund Elwin and Michelle Pauls, illustrated by Dawn Lee.
My class has been talking all week about the trip we are going to take to the Science Center. Some of the children, like Therese and Elsie, have already been there.
My favorite part is the machine that makes your hair stand up like a porcupine, Terrence explained, and mine is a bicycle that tests your strength when you pedal it, Elsie added.
My teacher, Miss Samuels, gave us a form to take home. Our parents had to fill it out and sign it so that we would have permission to go to the trip. I gave it back to her the next day.
Just before break, she asked to see me. She wanted to know which of the names on the form was my mom's.
I said both. It can't be both. You can't have two moms, she said briskly. But I do. My brother and I have two moms, I protested. Corinne and Judy were listening to me. Take the form back home and have it filled out correctly, Miss Samuel said. You can't go on the field trip if it isn't. She also gave me a note.
I went to my desk. What did Miss Samuels want? Rita whispered. Rita and I are best friends. She doesn't believe I have two moms. I have to take my form back home and I have to fill it out, right? Or I can't go to the science center. Then the bell rang for recess. Rita, Deanne, and I went to play jump rope.
When I got home, I gave my mom Alice the form and the note. The trip is only 2 days away. I can't go if the form isn't filled out right. All the kids are going to go without me. Mom Alice gave me a big hug and a kiss and said, "Don't worry about it, Asha. The form is filled out right. We'll go see your teacher and talk about it." I feel better because I knew they would.
Before I went to sleep that night, I thought about the fun Rita and Deanne and the other kids would have at the science center. Would I be going with them too? If I don't get to go, I'm not ever going back to school again, I promised.
The next day, I helped Miss Samuel set up for the show and tell. I got a big sheet of drawing paper and drew a picture of my family and the building we lived in. I put in some bricks, a smiling sun, a big fluffy clouds. I drew Mark and our mummies, Sarah and Alice.
When my turn came to talk about my drawing, I said, "This is my brother, Mark, and my mummies, and me. We're on our way to the science center."
Corinne said, "How come you got two mummies?" "Because I do," I said. "You can't have two mummies," Judy insisted. "Yes, she can," Rita said, turning around in her seat. "Just like you can't have two aunts and two daddies and two grandmas," yelled Deanne from across the room. Deanne likes to yell.
"See," I said to Corinne, "my mom and dad said you can't have two mothers living together. My dad says it's bad." Corinne insisted, "It's not bad. My mommy said we're a family because we live together and love each other," I said. "But how come you have two?" Judy asked.
Before I could answer, Terrence said to Miss Samuels, "Is it wrong to have two mummies?" "Well," Miss Samuels began, but Dean yelled, "It's not wrong if they're nice to you and if you like them." Everyone began talking at once. It got really noisy. The bell rang and I didn't get to finish my story.
After school, both Sarah and Alice came to pick me up. I told them what happened in class. "We talked to your teacher while you were at the gym," Sarah said. "Do I get to go to the science center tomorrow? Do I get to look like a porcupine? Does she believe I have two mummies?" I shouted all at once. "One question at a time," Alex laughed. "Yes, you can go to the science center."
"Yippee!" I yelled, skipping up and down. "Thanks, Mom," I said to Alice and kissed her cheeks. "Thanks, Mom," I said to Sarah and kissed her cheeks. "Gee, you're welcome," they said, laughing as I skipped ahead of them. "Don't you want to know the answer to your other question?" Sarah said, but I did not, but not right then.
I was so excited about the trip today. I was up before everyone else. I put my favorite red sweatsuit and my yellow and white sneakers with the hearts on the slide.
Alice took me to class. When Terrence and Deanne saw her, they ran up to her. "Which mummy are you?" Terrence asked. "Mummy number 1, she said, smiling.
The trip to the science center was lots and lots of fun. I even got to look like a porcupine.
When Sarah picked me up after school, Terrence and Deanne and Corinne asked together, "Which mummy are you?" "Mummy number 1, Sarah answered.
Everybody laughed.